Hi, if you're here and you found this video, you're probably searching for hope. You're probably searching for something different. Maybe you've tried everything. All the labs look normal. Your doctors say everything's okay. Maybe you've suffered a pregnancy loss and you just really find yourself at a crossroad. Well, then I think you've found me for a reason, and I believe that. You being here is helping me fulfill my promise that I made to my daughter, Paloma, who passed away in 2014. Sharing my story is keeping her memory alive, and so I'm so happy that you found me. I want to welcome you to my channel called Empowered Fertility, and that's just not some title or geeky thing to say for women. I mean it. I mean it because that's really what changed the trajectory of my journey when I started to believe in myself and I forgave myself and I began to build trust in myself and trust in my body. That's really when everything changed for me. Oftentimes, the medical community really wants to put all the focus on our reproductive organs, and we need to start talking about the mental health side aspect of this. Pregnancy loss, infertility is probably one of the hardest things I've ever been through. The fear, the shame, the guilt. Honestly, I can tell you in this moment, I still feel a little shame speaking about the loss of my daughter and speaking about my journey. I spent 10 years hiding all of this from the world, pretending that everything was okay when I was literally dying inside. I was so scared that what I wanted most in this life wasn't going to happen for me, and that was being a mom. But I'm here to say that I am on the other side. I am a mom to two rainbow babies, both conceived naturally at 35 and at 41. If I was to say one thing that changed everything for me on this journey, was my mindset. And you will find now that there are studies, real studies on PubMed. You can Google it, you can look it up, talking about the mind-body connection and how that helps with the conception rates. And I will tell you, when I started to work on my healing and when I started to understand how what I was thinking was affecting how I was feeling and then how I was acting and how I was showing up in the world, I realized that there was a lot of work that I needed to do. And, doctors will say, oh, well, you're really stressed out. You need to work on your stress, or maybe you have high blood pressure. I was told that too, but they never tell you how. How do you work on that? How do you process the pain, the trauma, the guilt, the shame? How does that affect you in your body? How might you empower yourself on this journey to get to your baby? My commitment to you is to share everything I know. And everything I know, my experience is the stillbirth of my daughter in 2014, followed by more miscarriages, followed by failed rounds of IVF, and being told that I needed a surrogate. It was at the end of my journey with my medical team that I finally had no other option but to step into my own power and find my way to healing, which really led me down a path of empowerment that I never knew was possible. And when I started to get in alignment, and you're probably thinking like, what the hell is she talking about? We're gonna talk about that a lot in the videos to come. But when I got into alignment and I started to be in the present moment and let go of my grip, the magic happened. And literally a couple of months after, I conceived my son at 41 and I gave birth to him at 42. I know that there's so much information out there. I know that, and I know that it's really probably so overwhelming. I get that because I was there too. But my mission is simple. It's to help you get and stay pregnant. It's to show you different tools, different modalities to help you get to a place of peace and calm so that you are ready and open to call your baby in. In this 10-year journey that I was on, I learned a lot and I experienced a lot. And what I really needed was a mentor, someone to have my back, to share some of their knowledge, to hold my hand through the process. I felt so alone and it was so painful and so shameful. I know that we have family and friends around us to support us, but oftentimes they might say some really stupid shit that like ends up making us feel worse than better. And I'm not saying that it's on purpose, but what I'm saying, it's still hurtful and it's still painful, and you feel like no one really understands what you're going through. So this community is for us. Healing does not happen in the darkness. So I want you to think about this channel, this community that I'm building, as a safe space for you to show up however you need to show up. So if you're ready to open your mind and your heart to something different and reconnect with your body in a whole different way, then I invite you to subscribe to this channel. Speaking your truth is so powerful and it's so healing. So if this is something that interests you, again, please subscribe, hit that notification button, let someone else know who might be struggling. And I also want you to join my free community that will be opening up in the next couple of weeks. I will leave the link in the description box. Sign up and be the first person to know when the doors open. I just want to leave you with this final thought. I spent many years really doubting that this dream of motherhood would happen, but it was something that I wanted more than anything. And so if this dream, if this desire lives within you, then it is meant to be yours. And I think anything is possible. Anything is possible with the right tools and the right support. So have a great rest of your week, and I will see you next week.